time be able to work between schools if they're independently decided from one another?
That's a good question. I think if that you're just kind of kicking the can down the road by doing that. If you start the school day longer, and these kids who have football games or basketball games or a band or whatever it is they're doing, that just means they're out later with that. They're still going to get home even later, still get to bed even later, and you're still going to have the same window of time. So I don't think shifting the school day is the answer for that. But I'm not an expert on this field either. I can admit that. That's why we have that's why we have teachers. That's why we have administrators. I'm pretty sure if we left it up to them to how to deal with this, I think they'd have a really clear and precise path of how to take care of this issue.
Thank you. This is a follow-up question. Many school officials are hesitant to extend this daytime school agenda because of the 990-hour rule, which was established in 1995 and is very outdated. Would you be in favor of eliminating the 990-hour rule?
Can you just clarify what the 990-hour rule is? That how long you can be in class?
That's the required hours they have to get K through 12 to graduate.
Yeah, I think we should get creative. I think one of the major issues we see in gateway cities like Leominster, but parents struggling, is early education and access to school and access to childcare, especially young students. We rely heavily in this community on after-school programs that often fill up to capacity. So can we get creative and rethinking what the school structure is? But again, I believe that should be led first and foremost with students and parents and teachers having those discussions.
Thank you.
Moving on to question 4, this is for Rich Palmieri. Many countries require foreign language education beginning as early as elementary school. For example, Germany requires 8 years of English language instruction. Compare this to Massachusetts public schools, where 43% of high school students do not require any foreign language as a graduate requirement, and those which do generally only require 1 to 2 years. Why do Massachusetts schools lag so far behind other countries when it comes to foreign language instruction?
That's a good question too. Too many unfunded mandates. There's too much pressure put on teachers and administrators by legislation that they don't pay for. So other things have to go, which happens to be foreign language. It's deemed it's not as important as this is right now. And unfortunately, that's going to hurt all of you, since we're in a global economy where, depending on what field you choose to get into, you're going to be dealing with people speaking Spanish, German, Italian, Japanese. If you're in the global world market, your English is not going to get you through it. And we need to do something like stop these unfunded mandates and put this stuff back in school the way it's supposed to be. It's already in the curriculum. We got to stop putting so much pressure on teachers, and in the end, it's only hurting the students.
Thank you. The same question for the representative. Why do Massachusetts schools lag so far behind when it comes to foreign language instruction compared to other countries?
Yeah, because our high-stakes testing doesn't incentivize our schools to focus on foreign language, and I think that's to a huge detriment to all of you. And can we think of ways to implement it much earlier, in elementary school, in middle school? When I studied abroad in Spain, I met high school students from Brazil who were mastering their 3rd and 4th languages. I was struggling to get by with my Spanish. So we need to do better. We need to give you more skills, and picking up a language early helps you learn so many other things a whole lot more quickly later in life. So that's an important skill, and we need to put the priority on making sure that the schools have the resources to implement it, but that you have the time in your school day to really master a new language.